Welcome to this guide on the functional skills reasonable adjustments. In this video, we'll look at how reasonable adjustments can help learners access functional skills qualifications. Reasonable adjustments are changes made to reduce the impact of a disability or difficulty that would otherwise put a learner at a disadvantage during an assessment. Each adjustment should be based on the individual learner's normal way of working and their specific needs. Please note that we cannot allow adjustments that would conflict with or change the objectives of the assessment. Examples of reasonable adjustments include allowing the learner to have a scribe or a reader. This role may be done by a person or an electronic device in some cases. A learner may be given additional time to complete their assessment. For assessments that require the learner to communicate, they may use British Sign Language as an alternative to English. A learner who uses English as a second language may use a bilingual dictionary. Please note that these adjustments may not be suitable for every assessment. If you would like to request a reasonable adjustment, you will need to fill out Highfield's reasonable adjustment form. This can be found in the member's home download area under Highfield Forms. Centres are required to have evidence to support the application, which may include a centre assessment of the learner's needs, the learner's history of provision within the centre, a medical certificate, or a psychological or other professional assessment report. The form must be submitted at least 5 working days before the learner sits their assessment to allow Highfield to review the request. Learners may use British Sign Language during the speaking, listening and communicating assessment if it's their usual method of communicating. No other languages are permitted as alternatives to English. A human reader cannot be used during the reading assessment, as this would prevent the learner from independently demonstrating the assessment criteria. However, a learner may use assistive technology, such as a digital reader, if this is their normal way of working, as this will allow them to complete the assessment independently. Please note that all learners are permitted to have a hard copy of a dictionary for their reading exam, including bilingual dictionaries, but we cannot allow online dictionaries. A human scribe cannot be used during the writing assessment, as this would prevent the learner from independently demonstrating the assessment criteria. We cannot allow any assistive technology that automatically checks spelling and grammar, although the software may be allowed if this function can be turned off. Similarly, learners cannot have any type of dictionary during their writing assessment, as they are assessed on spelling. As a last resort, a learner may request an exemption if they have a disability that prevents them from completing the assessment independently. However, a learner cannot be exempt from all components of a qualification, as this would breach the awful conditions of recognition. For more details on the adjustments available, please see the Reasonable Adjustments policy in the member home download area. You can also see the Special Considerations policy, which can be applied when a learner may have been disadvantaged by a temporary illness, injury, or other adverse circumstance. A special consideration form must be submitted within 5 working days following the learner's assessment. Hopefully this video has helped answer any questions you may have. But of course, if you have any questions or specific adjustments you'd like to request, you can always contact your dedicated customer support officer, who will be happy to assist you further. Thank you for watching.